Right, take two, I'm recording this time. Are you ready?
You had one job.
Right, as soon as you walk in, PXN. So, what do we figure?
They look like some quite nice products. They do very much look like a Simagic clone though, on both bases and shifters and handbrakes. Look very, very similar. Was this?
This is one of the motion rigs, isn't it, for rallying and stuff?
Yeah,
I do like the rallying point of putting the co-pilot in there as well.
Yeah.
And him getting used to the actual course as well. I think that's a nice idea.
Yeah, and I like the way he's working on a monitor and your driver's working on VR for the full realism. And were these 3D printed shifters, did we say?
They do look it.
Yeah.
Next door to them we have Haptics. So these are of the wearable vests. Over on the other side we've got Wolf rigs. Nice flight sim over there, which I did have footage of. We've got a Formula style one here as well.
You said the seats were very, very comfortable, very well cushioned, but quite close.
Yeah, you're snug in there and you're laying down as well. So for a person getting out of the rig is challenging, let's say.
But they got a good amount of padding.
Yeah, very comfy to be fair. Over a bit of Bespoke Sims, so we've got the farming sim one here with all the controls on the side. And then we've got a motorbike one over there as well. Which I'm guessing if you're a fat man, weight limit might be an issue.
But I think, looking at stuff that they're doing in the background, these are like actual, they build simulators for the industry. They're doing stuff for like forklift truck driving and warehouse drivers and stuff like that. So it's proper sim. It's not a farming simulator. It's a simulator of farming, if that makes sense. That they were demonstrating with the VR.
We've got a VRS. Still loads of people in it, obviously, but we all know what VRS do.
It's quite a small stand for VRS, actually. I thought it would have been bigger.
BDH now. Very, very nice shifters. Dave Cam did a great video on them, and to be honest, I didn't see the hype on them, but I completely agree. There is a lot of hype. They feel absolutely wonderful. They've got as well the Mk1 version just down in there, look. This is where Dave, the actual owner of the company, he started off with that one. And then they've got the lovely new one that's coming out at some point with basically feedback. So the good thing about that one is it'll even shut down on gears. If the car you're driving in sim doesn't have a 6th gear, for example, you won't be able to put it in 6. So the H pattern has 8 speeds technically, and it will electronically lock them off. And also, if you don't put down the clutch properly, you'll grind your gears. So basically turning a gear shifter up to 12, isn't it, really?
They've put force feedback into a gear shifter.
Yeah.
Simucube did it with pedals. These guys have done it with a gear shifter. Brilliant engineering. I think they said that's going to come out in Q1 2026. The base models are about 580 quid. That thing's going to be about 1,700.
Yeah, that's nice. We've got something in the office.
Yeah, very, very nice. Over at Simagic, got all their lovely stuff out. We'll come back to Simagic in a minute. Oh no, we won't go back to Simagic, we'll go straight over to Simagic. You may have seen someone streaming on the rig over there, Jack's here. We'll go up like Fanatec because there's nothing really over on that right-hand side, is there?
So we had a try on these. These are Simagic's rigs running their different pedals. the 100s, the 1000s to 2000s, some inverted. They've got all 3 specs of wheel bases and different wheels on show. Really nice, smooth bases, quite a compact little unit. You know, like width and height, depth changes depending on which model you get. Yeah, very nice. Very
I
nice
was quite happy with Simagic actually. We had a go on them and very, very smooth. Hats off to them, they're doing well. Over on the left now we've got Fanatec. Obviously very, very busy in Fanatec.
Yeah, they've done their release of their Podium Pedals and new wheelbase, their 25 Newton meter wheelbase to replace the DD2. That's come out this weekend. Going on sale later this year, I think, and into next year. Podium pedals are going to come out in 2 flavours, so they'll have a formula variant, which will be a brake and a throttle, with carbon fibre cups for your heels and carbon fibre pedal plates with sort of like brackets on the side to keep your foot square on the pedal. And then they're doing a GT version, which will be 3 pedals, so you get a clutch as well. But you won't get the carbon fibre cups in the standard. They've advised that they will be doing add-ons later on, so that you can get these carbon fibre cups. We'll just get these in shots as it comes around. And then there's this podium base, as I say, it's going to replace the DD2. So here we've got the formula pedals and the Podium DD, and you can see the carbon cups at the bottom, carbon face plates. These are going to be add-ons for a later date. And then over here you've got the triple pack, which includes a clutch as well.
There was a driver on before us when we went on the rig who was complaining that they were slippery, but he was wearing socks. These are not designed for bare feet sim racing, let's put it like that, are we?
Certainly, I mean, he was basically saying he needs some grip tape in the cups, in the heel cups, but we disagree. But if you're a stock racer, it's definitely something to be considered.
The good thing about this brake here is what they're really, really happy about is how the polymers stretch and deform. So the black cups there are restricting the polymers, and that's what gives you the feel on the pedal. The fact that the polymer can't stretch fully. They were finding, apparently during testing, that they were finding the polymers were degrading quite quick. So putting them in the cup sort of pushed them in this direction, which you can understand why. All cups there are flexible, and you can even lock them out completely. So I had to go with no movement on the pedal at all, and I was still driving the car absolutely fine, which proves the point of my other video. The polymers dictate the feel of the pedal, and you can actually still drive with a locked out pedal and a load cell. Sweet.
Yeah.
Thermaltake.
Thermaltake. You have to go this way.
Oh yeah. All right, Thermaltake. Seem to be adding more and more and more and stuff. They got a load of fancy coloured fans at the back, but they're getting more and more into sim racing.
Yeah, I mean, these rigs here seem to be covering their wheels, their bases, even their motion rigs, and I'm not sure if they've just badged up somebody else's here. But across the back over there, they've got their power supplies, their fans, their water cooling. Some of their cases are on display, which is obviously what they're more commonly known for. But if we come down here, we can see that they're getting into the sim racing collection of wheels, D shape, round shape, formula shape, pedals at the back, and then we've got smallish. So what's this? Is 6 Newton meter, I believe. Tiny little direct drive, tiny little direct drive, and for scale. Pedal plate, and then like I say, they've got their cases on display as well.
No, help yourself. We'll move around you, you're fine. We discussed here about this wheel, didn't we? That very, very similar to the
Conspit, we think.
Conspit,
we'll have a look in a second.
It's still a nice looking wheel. Right, Donde. Right, next to Thermaltake, we have SimLabs with their, DDX 39. And to be honest, we had to go on the 26 and it beat us up. So I don't know what the 39 is going to do to you, but they've got a lot of rigs here. Thank you.
Yeah, so they're obviously they're showcasing their range of rigs. They've got their rigs everywhere, but they're not actually. They don't have sort of like demonstrator rigs of it broken down. Everything that's on display is a usable rig with their monitor mounts and all the other bits and pieces. But yeah, here we've got one of their new bases. This is the 26 Newton meter one. As you can see, it's very, very big, but it's because they've built the power supply into the back. So it just takes a standard cable, no external power supply, USB onto that. Absolute chunk of a quick release. That's a beast of a quick release. And then we've got some of the other stuff on display here. We've got the gear shifters, the new handbrakes, their Porsche RSR wheel that they sell through Grid Engineer. There's the Mercedes wheel, which is just lush, absolutely lush. And then they've got the pedal set, which gets quite a good review.
Should we go around the back?
That's what she said. So this is Rennsport. We didn't actually get a chance to have a proper look at this, but this is obviously Rennsport. They are going into release. I think it was November, December. It's coming soon, and they've got a nice booth up. We just honestly haven't got so much to do, so much to see. We didn't get a chance to come and have a look at it, unfortunately.
Right, we've got to go behind us because there's something behind us that's quite interesting.
Oh yeah.
On the helmet, which so we have quite a bit of interest around here. It's force feedback on your helmet, so they are saying that if you suffer from sickness with VR, this obviously takes it away because it's putting forces through your neck, which this is why you can understand why it's in a big container here. But there's a lot of interest in this because we've never seen anything like it. Like I say, we've got force feedback steering wheels, force feedback pedals, force feedback shifters, and now we've got force feedback on your, technically your helmet.
Yeah, very
It's an interesting one. Obviously,
you're right, so pick or elastic brake.
Lovely amount of cars around here that annoyingly keep starting up and you can't hear an absolute thing. And obviously, an Audi R8 with a yellow Audi R18 behind. If you know the channel, you'll get the joke. Oh, falling over.
So this is Thrustmaster.
Thrustmaster, yep.
Demonstrating more. I mean, all their rigs here appear to be set up as desk-based rigs, with a standard office chair. So it's very entry level, I would say. The kind of thing that you would do at home, single monitor. As your entry level, really, you're relying obviously on the pedals gripping into the carpet, the seat not pushing back, table clamps. But if he gets people started, he gets people interested. We all started somewhere, and look where we all are now.
I started with G25, so.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we've got one of the units here. Big little box, super thin. Some of your buttons up on your base. Even changeable wheels, which, we never used to have that kind of stuff.
Right, where now? Obviously at the moment we've got the Kota F1 Grand Prix, and for some reason Max Verstappen has parked his car in Germany. Obviously just a demo car, but Booty was possibly damaging the front wing. Around here as well, iRacing Arcade. Not a bad game. If you want a bit of fun, it's a bit of fun.
They've done a very good cartoony representation of the iRacing tracks, like that's to Scuba.
Yeah.
It's not laser scammed, but it's a lot of fun to drive.
That's why we had to go on the Fanatec for Rally RSR, just to distribute it with lots to buy, lots of boxes, and then right next to them is the wonderful and completely fangirling Simucube. So VIP rig didn't go on that, but we did have a go on one of the other ones. So Simucube 3 on there with the active pedals. I'm pretty much in love with the active pedals. I didn't think they'd be that good.
No,
but they are.
We'll cover it in a bit more detail, but they've basically set the regs up with just the pro wheelbases and the passive throttles across the rigs. They've got a VR rig at the back there that's running a couple of ultimates, and then they've actually set up a rig here in the corner with no wheelbase on it. It's literally just showing you the effects, the possibilities of having 3 of the ultimate pedals set up as a brake, a throttle and a clutch. And it's amazing. It really is. You hear the hype, but you don't understand it until you get in it, do you?
100%, 100%. Bavarian Sim Tech. Lots of lovely steering wheels in here. Obviously very Mercedes-esque wheels. Yeah, very, very nice wheels.
Very nice wheels.
Very nice wheels.
And they've got them set up here as well to show all the different style of quick releases. I mean, there's Aestek, there's Simucube, there's Simagic, VRS, Moser. I mean, the only one that really isn't shown is Fanatec because they use their own Podium quick release. But you can see how far they step out from your rigs. I mean, we said this the other day. If you look at the difference between a Simucube QR and a Simagic QR, you can see how much difference you've got to put in your wheelbase mountings. But it's nice to see them all lined up there, and then you compare it to where the bases are mounted.
So, who have we got over here? More wheels? You want to go on these? Danke. Very, very nice displays. Help yourself. You're good.
Well, a lot of companies are doing DDUs as well, aren't they?
Right, next door to them is very nice wheels again. It's here with TrackTime. Absolutely love that one. By far my favourite wheel. And they've got a DDU as well. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
On expos, everyone puts
Off the TrackTime Sim rig. Got lights down the side of it, which if you're into that thing, you can have your lights down the side.
Take the RGB to the next level.
I think it's nice to show the car what it is in below.
I also would like to say that there's not enough black liveries in motorsport these days.
Now let's have a look at
One of my
Aestek.
favourite liveries from tracks is Arrow's Formula 1 car. Like it's just black with like white sponsor. It's really nice.
So we tried these 2 rigs over here, and they're running their pre-built, their alpha game, which if I've come here to try a wheel, they've admitted themselves the force feedback on that game is not done. So I'm disappointed in Aestek for not giving us some rigs with other games on, apart from the one that they're working with. Because how are we meant to test it? No one's running this game anywhere else, so how can we do a side-by-side thing with their wheel? And I know that's difficult anyway at these places, but I don't think they're showing off their wheels here, I just think they're showing off that game. Naked LMP3. See all of the goodies in there. Obviously this series is going to turbocharged V6s, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, naked LMP3. Or an LMP3 that I've just driven.
Just want to have a quick look at the steering wheel.
Should we get any?
Maybe.
Your easier training time, to be honest. Especially the first.
Yeah, that's right.
So if we look at these are the Invicta rims. I will say, for me, Aestek probably do the best, most complete range of steering wheels of any of the main manufacturers. You know, most companies are doing steering wheels or wheelbases. There's only really Fanatec and Aestek that are doing everything together. And if you look into these rims, these are all Invicta across the bottom here. And you've got the GT style rims with a bit at the bottom. You've got LMP style. I'm not too keen on these. I quite like Alcantara. For some reason, they've got the stitching down the outside there, and it does not feel nice in the hand. And again, it's the same on the inside there. I'm not keen on that. I like the Alcantara, just all that stitching. You've then got the big grips for the LMPs, which they're a fat grip. They're actually too big for my hand. And then you've got the smaller grips. Sorry, these are smaller grips for the LMP, which feel better for me. A whole selection of round wheels with the new Intium wheel hubs. You've got the La Prima, you've got the Forte. They just have such a beautiful range of rims that work with their wheels without any adapters.
Next. So who are these?
So this is one of the sim shops that are running, I think there's 3. There's this one, SRS, and there's another one. That basically, they're just authorised to sell their wares at a discounted rate. You can get Simagic, Huizenveld, some are doing Simucube, Moser, lots and lots of stuff available at discounted rates here. Some of them are like 10-15% off, some are doing say 80 euros over 300 euro offers or whatever, but yeah, there are some very good deals going on actually at the moment. If you're here.
You just go through GT Omega.
Yep. Dude's here. Jardier's here.
Also on the motor stand, they got a load of rigs, but none of their active pedal, which I thought was weird. And obviously we've got the Jimmy rig that only took him 2 hours to build apparently. I think it took him a bit longer. Build. Huizenveld here. Obviously I have Huizenveld pedals and I love them. They're obviously showing off their wheels as well. Wheel just down there. I think it's in someone's hand, but they've got their own wheel.
Do you want to look at the wheel? Have you looked at it?
I've got a shot of it, yeah.
Huizenveld wheel. They've put push-pull on the shifters.
You're good.
Independent.
Thank you.
I got stickers.
Keyring.
Yeah, we had one of them the other day.
Stickers, where are stickers?
I got for the end there.
Did you get 1 or 2?
I got one each.
Gotta put them in there. Hold it, roll it. Oh my god.
They're trying to get rid of all the swag now, aren't they?
Yeah, they don't want to take it home, do they?
These are
Chunky.
yeah. I mean, what's it, 4 and 6? That's a But I love the way you can change them. You know, like these are medium force, and then
Hard.
you know, I mean, you feel that. It just, you know, it goes, and you feel that, and it's like it properly goes
Like
to
a
the
hammer.
click. Yeah. And then, right, so if we just come and have a look at this cube control here. Very, very similar to the Thermaltake, we think.
Yeah, I don't know who's copying who.
But I love it with the Honda badge.
Soft spot for Hondas then, yeah?
Everyone thinks you're a Type R driver.
Sim Racing socks for every fetish you got?
This is a new Ascher wheel as well that they've brought out. That's very nice. That feels very slack in the throttle in the shifters. But yeah, that cube control is. It'd be interesting to get images of the two. They look identical to me, but I don't know what I'm missing. Right.
David, yeah. I hope you had a good weekend, whatever you were doing here, and yeah, appreciate you being here. Have fun. Thank you very much.
I don't know there whether Jardier's taller than I thought or Jimmy's shorter than I thought.
Well, Jardier's my size, isn't he?
Yeah, and Jimmy's my size.
Yeah. Well done, Wolf. I wonder if that's Toto.
I'm just thinking maybe I need to race in fancy dress because I'll go quicker.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that quick.
Right, stairs.
So that is Sim Racing Expo 2025 done and dusted, and as you can see, it is quite a room. I know there's not like massive amounts of people here. This was on the Sunday, but Saturday was absolutely heaving. Definitely enjoyed it. Obviously met a few people that we watch on YouTube as well, so that was always fun having a good conversation. Absolutely adore Dave Cam and Mrs. Dave Cam, Jimmy and Jardier, very, very passionate about their racing. Stig and Super GT as well, all awesome people to just have a quick conversation with. Very, very polite, which is always nice when you meet sort of your idols in quotation mark. But yeah, see you next year.